1. Young and the Restless spoilers reveal fascinating and complex events that continue to be woven through relationships and political ambitions. Daniel Romalotti and Heather Stevens prepare for a strategy meeting that could change the fate of Omega Sphere game technology. While Heather is ready to fight Chancellor Winters in court to protect her rights, Daniel holds out hope in the possibility of reaching a peaceful agreement with Lily Winters. The meeting between Daniel and Lily finally takes place, and the atmosphere is tense but hopeful. Unexpectedly, they reached an agreement regarding the Omega Sphere, which alleviated some of the long-standing pressure and tension. Daniel is also ready to accept an alternative to regaining control of the Princess Louisa game. Instead, Chancellor Winters will retain ownership of the game but will create a college fund for Daniel's daughter, Lucy, ensuring she has the opportunity to receive the education she deserves. This concession made Daniel satisfied and willing to put aside previous disputes to move forward. Meanwhile, Audra Charles and Nate Hastings have an insightful conversation about Audra's recent trip to Paris and her victory over Tucker. Audra, proud and victorious, wanted to celebrate her victory with a bottle of bubbly and a delicious dinner in Genoa City. She shared with Nate about Tucker's failure after her perfect plan succeeded, and revealed a surprising piece of information: Victor Newman was the secret investor who assisted her in the fight against Glissade. This information worries Nate, and he warns Audra of the need to be cautious when working with Victor. Finally, at Victoria Newman's home, the family event brings mixed emotions. Victoria is delighted to welcome Johnny Abbott and Katie home after a long time at boarding school. Claire, despite her nerves, tried to be friendly and welcoming when Victoria introduced her to the two children. However, the family's welcome is not what Claire expected. Johnny seems indifferent about having a new sister, while Katie appears wary and even reacts negatively towards Claire. Despite this inauspicious start, Claire knew she needed to adapt to the new situation. Billy Abbott, who was also present at the gathering, assisted Victoria in handling the tense situation. Meanwhile, Claire knows that she will need to rely on Kyle for comfort in the near future. The subsequent changes in the lives of Claire and other characters in Genoa City will continue to be closely watched, bringing many interesting and exciting stories to the audience. Against the vibrant backdrop of Genoa City, the characters of the young and the restless continue to become entangled in power struggles, tumultuous relationships, and personal revenges. Each individual story not only reflects personal challenges but is also part of a much larger game of strategy and influence. Tucker's crisis and Audra's doubt. In a disturbing turn of events, Tucker faced a serious medical crisis, causing him to rely on his assistant's help to get around and then be put to bed in his hotel room. The urgency of the situation forced the doctor to be examined on the spot. However, Audra, in deep disbelief, does not believe that Tucker's condition is real. She walked into the hotel room, determined to keep an eye on things, and refused to let the doctor examine Tucker alone. Audra thinks this is just a fake heart attack, but the truth may not be that simple. Meanwhile, Audra and Nate have a romantic get-together in Genoa City, sharing some champagne. Nate appears curious about how Audra defeated Tucker in their recent confrontation, but she doesn't reveal all her secrets. Even though he was very happy, Nate did not forget to warn Audra about potential dangers, especially when it involved Victor Newman. In a warmer space, Adam Newman and Chelsea had an intimate moment as they held hands, sharing joy with Connor about his latest progress at the clinic. This event is not only a step forward in the relationship between Adam and Chelsea but also a sign of a new beginning for both. The tense relationship between Claire and the Newman family. Claire finally gets the chance to meet her half-siblings, Katie and Johnny Abbott. However, the meeting did not go as expected. Johnny appears indifferent, while Katie seems to have a guarded and even hostile attitude towards Claire. This cold reception leaves Claire feeling hurt, and she will have to find a way to adapt to a new reality without the warm welcome her family expected. Will Claire receive the love of the Newman family members? Subscribe to Yonder channel to update the latest news on our channel.